Hey, this is Duct Tape Go with another episode of the Duct Tape Go radio show, episode 615. So today we're going to celebrate the day with National Smile Power Day, Nature Photography Day, National Lobster Day, and National Dump the Pump Day. So let's start at the bottom of this list and see what's going on in the wide nation of world that it is. National Dump the Pump Day on the third Thursday in June. National Dump the Pump encourages people to ride public transportation instead of driving and save money. When gas prices are high and the economy is tight, you can't don't try to sell me on public transportation. Who sponsored this? National Dump the Pump Day is sponsored by the American Public Transportation Association and public transportation systems across the country. Well, I'll tell you what I think. I think driving a motorized bicycle is cheaper and more economical than taking public transportation. I mean, the fuel itself is cheaper. The fuel itself is cheaper. The mileage is cheaper. The parts are cheap. There's no service plan. You just service your own ride. I think it's great. I see myself like, I'm oftentimes passing the metro. It's like, there it is. I could be one of them. But it's good stuff for people that are down with public transportation, you know what I mean? I am just I don't see how it's such a great thing when it takes so long to get somewhere. So yeah, you can drive there, it's gonna take you 20 minutes or take 40 minutes on the bus. What do you want to do? And I'll tell you what, I'd honestly rather bike around. It's a lot funner. But let's see what else is going on with some of these other days. I mean, I guess it's good to go green, but I decided dump the DOT. Just Department of Transportation, who are they helping? They're helping fucking Lexus and Tesla. You know what I mean? No, they're not. They're not helping independent people to drive their own independent, unique thing to get around in an economical way, faster and better than everybody else. Shit, the most competitive fuel rating I've heard of was a Nissan Sentra that got 50 miles to the gallon on diesel. And I'm getting like 74. I mean, it's not a hard sale for the mileage. It's not a hard sell for the mileage at all. National Lobster Day. I think we all know what lobster is. The simplest way to enjoy lobster is boiled and dipped in melted butter. But who? Oh. Okay, there's no source of National Lobster Day. So it probably has something to do with the seasons or something. Largest lobster ever caught? Nova Scotia weighing 44.4 pounds. It's a lot of boiling. They've got recipes and hashtags. Large ones are estimated to be 50 years old. Nature Photography Day. I clicked on lobsters. Oh, just all yawns, waking up. Nature Photography Association. The North American Nature Photography Association, NANPA, along with millions of photographers and photography lovers across the nation, observe Nature Photography Day on June 15th. How to observe: use your dedicated camera and or the camera on your phone to take some pictures of nature. Use Nature Photography Day on social media. Nature Photography Day was designated by NANPA in 2009 to promote the enjoyment of nature photography. Nice. And then this one here sounds really positive and happy. I try to find things that are gonna be positive and happy. Like National Smile Power Day. That just sounds like good news. Maybe it's a dentist thing though. How the fuck do I know? June 15th is the day we observe National Smile Power Day. This is a day for everyone to share the power of the smile. From the good morning greeting and the first how may I help you, present yourself with a smile. No matter where you are employed, job seeking, retired, or looking for new horizons, starting the day with a smile is certainly more empowering than a pout or grump. Starting with a smile is easier than trying to get there later in the day. When you smile at someone, you're telling them that they are valued and worth the smile that you just gave them. Smiles are morale boosters and confidence boosters. Research has proven smiling really does increase attractiveness and likability between humans. Smiling creates a greater trust and increased interpersonal cooperation. Smiling at someone can help them to relax and relieve their stress, while at the same time, it will make you feel right. Smiling, even if you don't feel like it, will lift your mood and can make you a happier person. How to observe: challenge yourself to smile more often today. Use a smile to disarm a tense situation, or simply smile during your daily tasks. Use Smile Power Day on social media. Within our research, we were unable to find the creator of National Smile Power Day. You know, I smile a lot. I try to. Like, I'll be sitting there and I'll realize, wow, I probably just look like a grunt, right? And that the thought of me looking like a grump kind of makes me laugh a little bit, and then I smile. That's how it works. I'm not really too grumpy all too often. Happens every few weeks. Get in the mood. Just in that mood. I'm like, nah, nothing to smile about here. So smiles for everybody. I could try to do the whole thing smiling, but it'd sound weird. I like positive stuff like that. Just smile at everybody. Smiling, man, it's great. Smile when you're having a good time. Smile when nothing's going on. You know, I really try to smile. I hang out on the street a lot too, I guess. I'm in a fair amount ish, kind of. And, you know, it's not a spot to be smiling at. You know what I mean? All the years I put in living on the street, there's not many reasons to be smiling. Want people to look at me and think I look like a cold, calculating bastard. You know what I mean? People that smile is approachable. You don't necessarily want to be approachable. Smiles aren't always good things. But also, I guess it's the truth. I smile a lot, anyways. Even if I am in that kind of situation, I find good reasons to smile. So that's the days. I hope y'all find reasons to celebrate the day. Celebrate the day with some lobster, smiles, nature photographs, and whatever that other thing was that I already forgot. I like knowing the National Day. It's kind of cool. Gives me a reason to celebrate the day. But I do this not very often, but it's something I'd like to do if I can find the old company doesn't stop working and I stop checking it. But I'm thinking about bringing in a new sequence, something to close the show off with. Here we go. I have to get the numbers done up first before this is going to make any sense to anybody. It's kind of a complicated little thing. Today, I have been alive for 11,427 days. And it's just been one of the things I really want to do is how cool would that be to every day, like if today is day 11,427, I should be in zip code 11,427. Now, last year, majority last year said I was supposed to be in Spain. I don't have that kind of budget. But all of a sudden, America, most specifically the 212, Queens Village, New York City, in the county of Queens. It's postal code in New York City, New York. So that would be a totally awesome place to be right now. I've never been. Sounds nice. Been alive for 11,427 days today, and that's the exact postal code in New York City. I think that's awesome. I'm glad that my days put me back in the States. But wouldn't that be cool, to live life on such a whim that, the only reason I am anywhere is because that's the day of my alive and to celebrate that. So I've decided to incorporate a new thing onto the Duct Tape Go radio show because it seems like if I've got, 15 minutes of content and 15 minutes of BSing, you could probably handle 5 minutes less of BSing and, a new little filler sequence thing. So every day we can find out where in the world does duct tape go. And in a perfect world, it'd be like, where in the world is duct tape go? And then it'd be like, bam, what number? The day's alive. And then there would be a map, and it'd be like, map, and whatever. I guess I can always go through these later and add in photos and whatever and magical shit in my hands. But this is a radio show. It takes way too long to do all that stuff, and I'm just cranking it out, throwing it up there. But one of the things that I thought would be cool is, I could read the paper now that it's in English. I could read a news article out of every single spot. And I think I'd probably have to do more of a script. I'd probably have to do more research to find out about it. Like, I don't know the world events, national events. I know the National Day, and that's not even a real event. But it's something interesting to do is to, take how do I celebrate the day a little bit further, you know what I mean? One of these days, I'll have a budget and I'll be able to travel around and whatnot, and I could actually be in these places and travel from spot to spot to spot and show you nature photographs of the location that I'm in and what's the local newspaper headline and what bands are headlining that night. And my radio show would be awesome. So that's, I'm going to have to draw up a script finally, I think, if I'm going to do something like that. But, because I've been doing it on a whim just every day. I don't know where I'm going to be, you know what I mean? But that's where I should be. But I've never been. I've never been. I bet it's lovely. I'll have to go sometime. Yeah, I've heard of places and spots that I've never even heard of, just because of looking up, what's the day? What day is it? Where in the world should I be right now? It's Duct Tape Go World Tour that, I can't really afford to travel around the world, but we can see the tour schedule where I should be. Yeah. Yeah. Totally glad because I was really considering it a lot, even when it said I should be in Spain. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really want to be in Spain. I still really want to be, how many days am I alive? What zip code is that? And be there. So, it's good news. Hopefully it happens one of these days where I'll be able to afford it. But I'll just stick to it. You know what I mean? After a few years, you know what I mean? I'll have a budget. Hopefully this vlog would fund it. That y'all can tune in every day and like actually see someone putting that much work into that kind of thing, you know? So, I find the reason, you know what I mean? It's like I'm living life on a wing, you know what I mean? Got no idea what to do. No plans majorly whatsoever. No major severe appointments, besides just the most petty, minute things that I can handle. And I guess that's not true. I set some pretty severe scheduling stuff. But nothing major, nothing outside of what I can handle. It's like, whenever my day says I should be in, Texas, I should have a budget to go to Texas. If it says I need to be in Greece, I should be in Greece. Because I've been living on, I tried it a little bit, looking at, okay, well, what if I figure out based on my budget, where should I go? Right? And I'm not going in many exciting places. Haven't been. I mean, and I guess why should I? You know what I mean? I shouldn't have to put too much work into finding somewhere cool to be. I've done that once. It took the majority of my life to find the coolest place to be at, and I found myself there, Los Angeles, and that's it. Great weather, you know. I can vibe with it. It's good stuff, you know. Down with it. It's cool out here. But I want to do some more than that. I want to do bigger and greater things. Love to have this be my home base. But it's the day of the life, and I got somewhere to be. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason right now we're not over there at some cafe in New York City, over in Queens or something, having a great day with the radio show over there and meeting all crazy people and having wild encounters and, all the situations of life and everything that goes on. You know, that sounds like an exciting reason to like wake up and go do something different. You know what I mean? Of course, I can really consider that, and it's like, okay, do I have a car? Can I afford international plane tickets? Am I even cleared for international travel? And it's like most of these things, nah. But I would find myself in the smallest towns. I find myself in the biggest metropolitan areas. And it would be a total blast. I think it would be, I mean, that'd probably be like ultimate life goal number one. Have a plane ticket to be in the city every single day of my life. The days of my life equal the zip code. Yeah, so what all else could be going on though? Um been thinking about that bike blinker system setup, and I don't even know if I want to fix it. Because there's a battery door that holds in the batteries. And I'm thinking like maybe I could make some kind of soft, cushy, fluffy mount thing and attach it to the fluffiness on the back, and then it's hanging on some fluffy thing. The vibration isn't going to affect it, and then it'll work. But also at that rate, by the time I install it to anything, I can't use the battery door. My batteries are only going to last so long, and when it dies, how am I going to change them? So I am still in the research and development of how to get some blinkers working on that bicycle. You know, it might just have to go into the catalog, not as a ready to go product. It's just going to be like nine different parts you have to buy from nine different suppliers from wherever you can find it, and assemble it at your own pace and solder it yourself. You know, make your own custom casing box or tape around it or whatever, and install it yourself. You know, and go buy the wires and everything and switches. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it. But then I jump online and I'm like, okay, how much is a new one? You know, just for whatever blinker. And they want like how many dollars for that? 100, over 100, dozens and dozens of dollars. Lots of dollars. Do this. And I'm like, I could do this with $12. You know what I mean? No reason $12 can't do this thing. You know what I mean? Instead of like dozens and shit. You know what I mean? Fuck that dozens. It's way too much. Way too much. So, you know, $5 is too little a budget. It's not holding up. Something's not working. But I haven't really given up yet. I have one last idea, and it might work. It might not work, but it might work. If it works, I'll be really stoked. It'll be some good news. I'm going to try duct taping it on top of like a sponge. It's like a sponge, blinker, duct tape it, and leave a window for the thing. You know, that's as much as I can think, because as soon as I start clamping stuff with hose clamps or bolts, it's right back to being tense with everything else causing vibration. And all that vibration is just going to rattle it, and it's not going to blink. But yeah, there's not all too much else going on. I got a pretty cushy life. I just keep myself comfortable and put my feet up, and I got it figured out. That there's no reason that should not be a part of everything. What I need is like a pocket ottoman, just like an ottoman that fits inside my pocket, just this small. So I can, you know, have an ottoman and then put my feet up on it. Or like maybe I'm in a spot where I can't even sit down, bam, I would have a spot to sit down. You know, because I have an ottoman, it's huge, but I can't necessarily take it everywhere. But I tell you what, if there was Duct Tape Go on the road doing a world tour, man, playing random parking lots and bullshit on the schedule of randomness on the celestial alignment of the moons and stars that designates the numbers that equivals how many days I've been alive as to what societal zip code I should be in. You know what I mean? That's going to be the fucking tour of a lifetime. And, you know, I think it'd be the best tour because I could jump off the tour and stop doing it, go take a break, or I can go right back to it. That's the goal at the end of the day is, be on the road into the next zip code to the next day. So, it makes me wonder, is there any impossible days? Like, what days would be impossible to do? Like, from this location to that location in one day to be in both spots on the designated days. Is that even possible? Or rather, more complexly, is that even possible in certain places on certain days? I don't know. I would love to go find out. It sounds like some uncharted territory to go adventure and explore in. But it's been another episode of the Duct Tape Go radio show. I really appreciate anybody that tunes in and, hangs out for a few minutes and, you know, figures out a little bit more about what I'm up to sitting over here. And, I've got a lot of big plans, mostly just servicing equipment. I love it. It's fun. Um, Due to the lack of participation from other people that have, clients that I can't force people to be my clients. So I'm going to have to service my own stuff until, the company takes off and I'm repairing everybody's same stuff all over again. But also at that same rate, you can either see a video of me fixing it and that can be proof that I can fix it, or you can just see how it's fixed and fix it yourself. And, I'm at the point right now, it's like either way, it's a wash. I'm either making pennies from you watching it or making pennies from fixing it for you. So what's the real difference? And I guess the real difference is, what's the time of day? Is it fun now? Is it something that should be going on and occurring? And, the Duct Tape Goat World Tour has to happen. You know what I mean? You all know what zip code you're from. You'd be like, we know when Duct Tape Goat's going to be here? And it's like, for weeks and weeks and months, Duct Tape Goat ain't been there. Even though I came up with this idea ages ago, Duct Tape Goat's still not on time. According to that schedule, never been on time in my entire life, but it's gonna have to happen. So it's celebrate the day. Eventually we'll be celebrating Duct Tape Go World Tour every day, and until then, we just celebrate the day from the patio. I hope y'all have a great day. It's been Duct Tape Go Radio Show every day. Wishing y'all a great day.